Good morning to one and all. Today's topic is case taking. I'm just giving a outlook of entire case taking because already you have gone through in your OBG, medical, organ, repertory, practice and medicine. It's very common for all departments. I will emphasize on the surgical aspect view. Okay. First of all, we want to see about the particulars of the patient. In that name of the patient, we have to include in case of male, Mr. In case of female, when she is married means Mrs. In case of baby, you have to mention baby. Or in case of master, you have to mention master. These are the things you have to include in your writing purpose. Then you have to call it whenever the patient comes to your OPD or your clinic. You have to give a prefix like Mr. or Mrs. and calling by their names. We can create a rapport. It will be like a psychological support to the patient. This doctor is concerning more about the patient so that he is remembering every time by calling his name. Okay, so it is a psychological support to the patient majorly. And coming into the age, there are certain disease conditions which are present in the birth itself. These are called as congenital abnormalities. Okay, like cleft lip, cleft palate, and in case of branchial cyst or branchial fistula. These are the commonest congenital disease conditions we can able to see by simply seeing the inspected part itself. We can able to come to the conclusion there are certain ages or certain group of diseases are quite common. This some age group, especially children's, these diseases are quite common in the younger age group. Middle age people will suffer from these conditions. These are just giving a already existing data, background data. From that we can able to come to some conclusion. This is not a immediate finding of diagnosis. Just we are getting some idea about the condition. Okay, then coming into the sex, there are some conditions which are very quite common in the male alone. Some conditions are common in female alone. As example, females are commonly suffering from the thyroid conditions. Then in case of cystitis, these are quite common in females. In case of male, we are having various carcinomas like lung, liver, stomach, then various infectious diseases like syphilis. These are quite common in the males. According to the age, you can come to the sex. You can come to the certain disease conditions in our mind. Then coming into religion, there are some practices still now customary practices are done by the some religion people. Example, the circumcision in case of Muslims is common done in the early age group itself. So they are totally divide of this pymosis, parapymosis conditions. These conditions are not seen in this kind of practices individuals. Then coming into social status, there are some individuals commonly suffer from the due to the habit of the taking certain high rich amount of foods. Example, the second acute appendicitis is quite common in the those who are taking rich amount of fatty foods. Then coming into the exact opposite, low socioeconomic status individuals will suffer from protein energy malnutrition, starvations, etc. Then occupation, there are some conditions which are pertaining to only occupation. In the example, those who are having a sedentary work, like we are doing in the IT section, those who are working for a prolonged period, not going for any kind of recreation, they constantly sit for more than 7 hours or 8 hours, not taking proper adequate liquid foods. It can result in some kind of diseases like cystitis or urinary tract infections. Okay, there are some conditions which are concerned with the occupation. Example, the bus drivers, jeep drivers, salesmen, those who are suffering from varicose vein. Okay, then women who are having a very stress in their lifestyle habit, working women especially, will suffer from the thyroidism, hyperthyroid or hypothyroid. These are the quite common. Then there are, I'm explaining this according to the clinical examination surgery case taking book itself. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. In case of residents, and there are certain areas we have a problem. There are high altitude people have a very low iodine content in the soil. The vegetables are fruits which are cultivated from that soil have a less amount of not only iodine, a less amount of minerals contents in the soil results in same kind of fruits will have a very less amount of that productivity. So what will happen? We are not able to reach the minimum requirement of a certain electrolytes in our system. Okay, so they have categorized that this thing in the residence. Then coming into the chief complaints, coming into how we have to write our chief complaint. Swelling in the neck, example I am reading, swelling in the neck 1 year, fever mostly in the evening 10 months, slight pain in the neck 6 months, sinus in the neck 1 month. This is the recording of all these complaints. It has to be in a plain paper method. Whatever the complaints they are telling, we have to write it in a chronological order so that we can able to assess the nature of disease environment in the individual, how frequently he has been exposed to a disease condition, how he often involved in the disease process. It indicates the immune status of the individual. Okay, then we can able to assess the nature. According to that, we can go for the proper selection of potency. Okay, it's quite important. Then coming into the history of present illness, we have to explain about the mode of onset, progress, location, sensation, modality, concomitant. These things you have to very detailedly have to explain it to the patient. You cannot ask a leading question in this area. Just ask the patient to explain. Okay, if there is any fine detail has been required means you have to explain that. You can ask. You should not ask any leading questions. Leading question means yes or no type answers are called as leading questions. When you are having pain in the leg or not, suppose you ask that means he says yes or no. You should not ask this kind of leading questions in the history of present illness. Just simply ask the patient to explain the location, extension, radiation, modality, concomitant. These things you have to extend. Concomitant means there is no direct relationship with the presenting complaint at all. This is called as concomitant symptom. Modalities, you know that aggravation, amelioration modalities we have to ask. Then coming into the past history, previously patient is suffered from the same disease condition or some other disease condition. We have to ask what kind of treatment he has undergone for that. Then any kind of accidents he faced in his life. Those things we have to ask because it requires the nature of illness, how prolonged he has been suffering from. It indicates that disease process and the nature of response to a treatment can be assessed in the past history. Okay. Then coming into drug history, there are certain individuals quite hypersensitively react to the drug history. So better we have to assess the history of the drug in this individual. Okay, then coming into the personal history, suppose patient is having the habit of taking more amount of liquor or smoking, we have to ask about the how frequent he is involved in this such kind of activities. You have to ask. Then woman, you have to ask about the menstrual history, obstetrical history, you have to ask. Then coming into the family history, there are certain conditions which will be prevailing in the family. So we have to ask about the family nature, whether father is having what kind of disease conditions, mother is having what kind of disease conditions. You have to ask because father is having a higher possibility of to give his gene recipe to the girls. Mother is having a higher possibility of gene recipe to the males, that is adult males. So gene transmission of disease also we can expect in this manner only. Okay, those fathers having certain disease conditions mean there is higher possibility of those disease conditions in the daughters. Same mother, what are the disease conditions she is suffering from, the son having higher probability of getting those diseases. So you have to keep that in mind in writing the family history. Then coming into the personal history, as I explained. Okay, in the history of immunization, whether he has undergone any immunization schedule as per the direction of the government, you have to ask. Okay, that's all about the general case taking. Remaining portion I will continue in the next class. Okay, thank you.